The following is part of a series of videos showing you how to import and modify airfoils in terms of sizing and positioning in SolidWorks. The series will help you model tapered and elliptical wings while looking at aspect ratios, taper ratio, washout or twist angle, sweep angle, dihedral or anhedral angle, and most importantly, your incident or mount angle on an aircraft or drone design. Now let's get into this. How to import an airfoil onto the XY plane in SolidWorks. Okay, so there are so many airfoils available online for free. So there is a website that I usually like, airfoil.com. But anyway, let's search NACA 2412 at airfoil tools. That will give us a direct link to the airfoil that we are looking for. Okay, so we have it here. So I'm going to click that. Now the coordinates are shown below the dot file. Okay, X and Y coordinates. So I'm going to copy that. You can do a select, left click, and then drag all the way to the bottom. Then you can press Ctrl+C on your keyboard or right click and copy. Then we'll open our Excel workbook, our spreadsheet workbook. Okay, then we'll paste that in there. Now one thing you must know is that we are trying to design a wing, and a wing is 3D in shape. Okay, it's 3D in shape, so we would need X, Y, and Z coordinates. But then an airfoil is simply a 2D shape, so that means we just need our Z coordinates to be 0. So we'll type 0 into cell C1. Okay, now we want to replicate that all the way down, so we'll move our cursor to the bottom right corner. It turns to a plus, then we left click and drag all the way to the bottom, okay, to cell C35, and that should give us the zeros that we need. Now we would like to save what we've got, so file, save as. Now I would like to save as text, tab delimited. Okay, it's the best option since it allows it to be saved in columns, so when we open it in SolidWorks it's easier. So NACA 2412, you can save it that way, and then I would like to save that on the desktop. Okay, yeah, there's already a file on the desktop, but then it's no problem, you just have to replace it. Okay, open SolidWorks. Now we open a part file. Now we go to curves. Okay, curve through XYZ points. That could be found at features. Okay, features tab. Now I'm going to browse for the file. Okay, so we'd have to change that to text files before we can see the file we saved. That's there, NACA 2412. Open. Now we have a problem. File name entered was invalid, not found, logged, or off an incompatible type. Okay, so the problem is we didn't close the Excel workbook, so let's close it quickly and then continue with what we're doing. Now we will replicate the same thing. We would just browse text files, NACA 2412. Okay, so all the coordinates are showing, so simply click OK, and that should bring the airfoil in. But then we can't view it, so it's probably out of view, so just right click an empty space and select zoom to fit. That solves that problem. Okay, now we realize that anytime you import an airfoil, it puts that in the front plane, which happens to be our XY plane. Okay, our XY plane. So we want to sketch, so click and then select sketch. Now I want it to be in a form that we can use, not a curve. So we will click the curve and then we will convert to entities. But then you realize that for an airfoil that is imported, the end is open, the trailing edge is opened. So we'd like to close that. So we'll select tangent arc and then close that. As soon as we close that, you see the shaded region. So that means it can be extruded now to form a wing. So we exit our sketch. And then we can be able to extrude. Okay, so we have our wing here, and that is that. Thanks for watching. If there is anything you didn't understand, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll reach out as soon as possible.